Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Paul Hutchings. Hope you're having an amazing day. This is another episode of The Good Parts, episode 123. Good Parts is a daily social media show where I go live once a day, Monday through Friday, to share one good part from my life and/or business in an effort to help me and you create more prosperity, freedom, happiness, abundance, goodness, all the good that life has to offer. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you something that is opposite to what a lot of what is taught in the home business profession. Even though it's opposite, this has been what I'm calling the residual income stabilizer. So if you're building an affiliate marketing business or a network marketing business, anything that involves gathering customers or reps or affiliate partners, in an effort to grow a residual income, a stable income, an income that comes in, month out, month in, month out, far off into the future for work that you did once. I really think that paying attention to what's going to follow in today's video can be very, very valuable for you. Now, if you're just in the mode of, hey, I just want to make some money and then go do something else and make some more money and go do something else and make some more money and have my income go up and then have it crash down and be starting over again and again and again, then this video is not for you. I'm going to be sharing something that I believe is a big solution to that problem that is very common in home business. And if you're joining me live, I see we got some live viewers. Comment below. Let me know who you are, where you're plugging in from. If you're catching the replay later, I would appreciate it if you would give me a hashtag replay down below. And feel free to ask me any questions you've got on your mind. I'm happy to stick around and do some Q&A today if you have any questions for me. So this was inspired by a comment that I got from a friend this morning who happens to be not just a friend, but also a customer in our community. And so we were at our workout mastermind, and her name's Janine. Shout out to Janine. She's commented and kind of been tuning into some of these episodes. You guys might know her. Hey, Nick, good to see you. So Janine Hanners. So we were starting our workout mastermind, and she made this comment. She said, in all of my years of home business and joining online marketing types of things, and she has some experience with, different types of stuff she's done. She said, I have never, ever run into a group of people like you guys. And I started laughing a little bit because, what do you mean by that? Like, are we like super crazy, super weird? And, even if the answer to those questions are yes, I'm okay with that. I was actually reading this morning in this book, the 5 a.m. Club, and there was a quote in here that said something about, how sad would it be to go through your entire life and never have had the feeling of being crazy. Because entrepreneurs are a little crazy. So anyway, that's a little bit of a tangent. Hey, Gregory, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. But so anyway, I laughed, and then she followed up with this comment right after that. And when she said this, I knew that it was a pure 100% compliment. She said, I have never felt like I was less than anyone here in this community, regardless of how much money people were making. She says, I've never felt like someone was better than me here. And I was so happy to hear that, partly because that feeling that she had was not an accident. When my business partner, Mike, and I started our company 6 years ago, hey, Veronique from Belgium, thanks for tuning in. We were asking ourselves, what kind of a company do we want to create? What kind of a community do we want to create? What kind of a culture do we want to have? And we were reflecting back on our experiences in other home business opportunities that we had been in for many years prior to that, and asking ourselves, what did we like about this? What did we not like about this? And in combination with those questions we were asking ourselves, we also knew that we wanted to grow a stable long-term residual income, a residual income that was consistent, that we could count on. And so one of the things that we realized, and this was kind of an experiment because it really was opposite of all of our other experiences before. We thought about how in many of the companies that we were in, there was a big focus on how much money the top earners were earning. And there was a lot of talk about it. There was a lot of, status thrown around, like, Gregory's such and such status in our company, and that means he's amazing, and Gregory is amazing. But there was a really heavy focus on like the top producers in a business. And what Mike and I decided after we reflected on that is we were like, okay, how did that make us feel when you have in a community maybe a smaller percentage of people who are earning a lot of money, and in the community that smaller percentage are the ones that are always talked about, always highlighted, and you're always seeing how much money they're making. How does that make everyone else feel in the community? And what we thought and felt was that one of the things that can do is that can have an effect on people that sometimes makes them feel like they're not as valuable, not as good, not as important, And I saw a quote on X the other day, yesterday actually, where this famous advertising guy he said there was a big list of quotes, and one of the quotes was, don't pay attention to what your customers say, pay more attention to how they feel. And we felt that if we wanted to have a long-term business, we had to create a culture where people felt good, regardless of where they were on the income scale. And so we decided when we started our company, we said our company has to be about more than just making money and how much money people are making. Even though we pay 80% commissions and it's very lucrative, we said it can't just be all about the money, because if it is all about the money, then people are going to feel like there's not, like they're less than, they're not as valuable. And then another thought that we had as we talked about this, Gregory Napier says this community feels more like a family than a business opportunity. Thank you so much for that, Gregory. And let me ask you this. If you feel like you're a part of something that's like a family, how much more likely are you to stay a part of that, regardless of wherever you find your income? If you like really love the group you're with, just intuitively, doesn't that seem to indicate that people will stay longer if they feel good in a community? It seems to me that it does. That was the conclusion we came to. Nick says it's disheartening and discouraging when the top folks pretty much exclude, right? That's right. Like this feeling of exclusion, like there's this special club and there's a small group of people in it and nobody else can be a part of it because this special club is more special than everyone else. It's not a good feeling. And so the decision we made was we're not going to be like that. And so we've built our community in a different way. And the way that we built our community, and by the way, let me say another couple of things on this topic. In marketing, sometimes people think that, especially if you're marketing like a business opportunity, let's say you're in a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing company where part of the appeal is showing people that they can create a bigger income and build a better life. Sometimes people think that you have to be making a lot of money in order for other people to believe, that this can work for them. And you have to be showing how much you're making, all the time to build that belief. And that was kind of the experience that we'd had in so many companies that we'd been a part of before. But what I've learned after 6 years of this experiment, so we decided we were going to do an experiment. And the experiment was this. What if we don't talk about how much money we're making all the time? What if instead we focus on value and we focus on people and we focus on helping people receive value, feel valuable? And one other little inserted thought that I was going to make before, but I forgot. One of the laws of success is self-confidence. Okay. You've got definite purpose. And then number 2 is self-confidence. So how conducive is it to a person's self-confidence if they join a company and then right off the bat, they're being made to feel like they're not as good as other people in the company? That's not conducive to self-confidence. I think what's more conducive to self-confidence is helping people feel that they are valuable, that they are just as good as everyone in the company, the people who are making a lot of money, the people that are making a little money, like there's no difference in value. If you can help people feel that way, just from a purely like, how can we help people succeed standpoint, doesn't it seem like you'd be serving people more by helping people feel what Janine expressed that she felt? Like, because when she said, I've never felt like people are better than me here. For Janine, I think what that can do is that can help her know that, well, there's no one here that is better than you. And if someone here is making a lot of money and they're no better than you, then probably you can also achieve your financial goals because they're not special. They're not different. They're not like born with these superhuman abilities. They're just like you and they're not better. That seems to me to be a better frame from which to help people find success. And so I appreciate all the comments coming in. Nick says, I always absolutely love your lives because it has a lot of value and heart. What you say is what you mean with heart and kindness. Thank you for your existence. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. He says, I believe it was meant to be that we ran across each other. I believe it was too. And I love you so much. You're such an amazing human. So what else was I going to say? Okay. So practically, how does this work out if you're building a business that involves showing people an opportunity, right? Business opportunity is the phrase. There is a principle in sales called credibility. And that just means that in order for someone to really believe that something can work for them, that you do want to demonstrate credibility. So the way that we've done this is in our sales message, which is an automated sales presentation. We do have credibility and we do have a little income demonstration. But here's another thing about income demonstration is showing someone your paycheck is not the only way you can demonstrate that you're credible. I mean, this is such a big thing to be aware of. When I first got started in network marketing, there was a guy that came to my hometown who was the #1 earner in a specific network marketing company. I won't mention the name, but he came to town and one of his downline members was someone that I knew. And he said, hey, would you like to meet this guy? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I called my sponsor. I'm like, hey, this guy's coming to town. Do you want to meet him? So we sat down with this #1 income earner in this company. And here's how the presentation went. He pulled out some glasses and he opens this bottle of juice because he was selling juice in this network marketing company. He pours us each a glass and then he opens up his laptop and opens up his back office where all of his checks were. And he turns his laptop over and he shows us how much money he was making. And he was making a lot of money. It was, I believe, over $100,000 a month that he was earning. And that was the presentation. So in other words, he's like, here's how much money I'm making. Do you want to join? That was it. So showing someone how much money you're earning, yes, that is a form of credibility. And yes, you can do that. However, it's not the only form of credibility. There are a lot of other ways you can demonstrate that you are credible, that you are successful without just showing people your income shots over and over and over again. So what we decided to do is we have a sales presentation that goes through the sales formula, shows the income, shows the potential, but it's the sales presentation. So what does that mean? That means in our community and in our personal marketing. So when I do lives and when I send out emails and when we're talking to our community, we are not showing our incomes over and over and over and over. Like, hey, look how much money I'm making. Hey, look how much money I'm making. Hey, look how much money I'm making. Hey, let me show you my back office. Hey, let me show you my check. We don't do that. And the reason we don't do that is for all those things that I mentioned is like showing someone your income. How valuable is that to them? Like, it can be valuable in the sense that, it can be a belief builder, like an instant belief builder. If you show someone proof, it's like, oh, I believe because I see proof right before my very eyes. But after that, how valuable is it to just keep talking about how much money you're making over and over and over? It's not super valuable to people. In fact, there was a time where I made a YouTube video a number of years ago, and I was in this company. We'd earned all this money, and they gave us these like huge, gigantic checks, as a representation for how much money we'd earned. And I remember doing a YouTube video, and I had the check behind me, and my video was basically like, hey, this is Paul, and like, look how much money I've made in this company, and it's so amazing, and click the link down below. YouTube banned my video. They deleted my video. And at the time, I was like, I don't understand why they would do that. Like, I just want to help people make money. I want to help people be free. Why would YouTube hate that video? And YouTube bans a lot of stuff. So in telling the story, I'm not saying YouTube is like good to go, but in this case, after a few years of reflection and after a few years of thinking back on that, the conclusion that I came to was because that video was not valuable. Showing someone how much money I'd made and that's it. There's no value in that, right? So sharing a video of like sharing a tip, sharing a marketing strategy, sharing a success principle, doing something to try to help someone get something that can help them create a better future, that's valuable. And we've got the sales presentation that has a little bit of that, but then after that, it's 100% about value. What can I teach today that might help someone? What kind of a feeling can I give someone today to help them believe in themselves a little bit more, to help them see a bigger vision for themselves, to help them be inspired to keep on the path, And another thought that comes to me as I'm thinking about this topic is my journey to success in building residual income. It wasn't a quick one. My first year, I made no money. Next few years, not much better, right? And so if you think about like the people that are coming into your influence with whatever it is that you're building, a small percentage of those people might go out and create fast success. That does happen. However, a larger percentage of people are probably going to be like me in that there's going to be a time frame where they have to learn, they have to grow, they have to build belief, they have to sharpen their communication, they have to strengthen their vision, they have to learn how to control their thoughts, they have to develop a strong work ethic. And there's like this time, right? This time. So if you're a person, and a lot of people are in that category, and you're tuning into someone to try to learn how to, better your life and better your financial situation, and all you're hearing over and over and over is how much money someone's making, how much money someone's making, how much money someone's making, it's like, I don't know that that's helpful. It's like this, it's not super helpful. So the big point, I guess, in my life today is you don't have to talk about how much money you're making in your marketing, and you can be very successful. And over time, you can build a more loyal following. You can create a community of people who love to be around you, not because of how much money you're making, but because of the light and the value and the feeling that you deliver into their lives. And if you build a community of people who are there for all of those reasons, and yes, they want to earn more money, it seems like that's a much more stable way to grow something long-term, as evidenced by the comment that Janine made this morning. Also, another comment that Janine made a number of weeks ago is she said, I'm in this for life. I'm not going anywhere. Now, Janine just recently, not too long ago, got started with us. So I don't know what she's earning, but I imagine she's not earning a huge income yet because she's in the beginning stages. But for someone in the beginning stages of their business to say, I'm going to be in this group for life, that doesn't come because I sat in Janine's office and showed her my check. That does not create that kind of a commitment. What does? It's value provided. It's all these other things. And so, yeah, so I guess I just wanted to highlight this because it is different. And I wrote in the description, sometimes when everyone in the market is zigging, you have to zag a little bit. And we're not zagging just to be different. We're zagging because it feels like that's the thing that is the right thing. People are not better than other people because they make more money. I like on a philosophical level, I don't think that's true. And so in your culture and in your marketing, it seems like you want to like get that essence across that like, yes, money's important, but it's not everything. And you want to strive to deliver value to people, and people will come to appreciate that value and, maybe make commitments to like be with you and with the group for however long it takes to win, and maybe even beyond. So yeah, I want to pass that along. And also another big realization from this. So I'm an affiliate in our company, and I've built a great stable sizable residual income with our company. And in the 6 years that I've been doing it, I think there was like one time where I had a video that showed exactly how much money I was earning. I had it live for like a few days and then I deleted it because I was like, no, we're not doing that. And so I've been able to be successful as an affiliate without showing people how much money I'm making. And that's like a huge realization, because if you can build an income like that, that's proof that if you're just getting started, how much money you're earning or not, it doesn't matter. Because if you can convey a vision and provide value and benefits, people will tune into that and want to kind of like join in and follow along. So yeah, I'm belaboring the point a little bit, but I think that I think this is one of the changes that we want to be in the home business profession, is to strive to inspire people in home business that it doesn't all have to be about the money. And even more so, if it is all about the money, that's probably going to be a short-lived venture, short-lived venture. So I'm going to jump to the comments here. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. If you are finding me for the first time today, I do these lives every day, Monday through Friday. My mission is freedom through principle-centered leadership. If you got value from this and want more from me in the future, and or you might want to ask me questions in the future, this is the best place to reach me. So I'd love to encourage you to subscribe to me on social media, and also please consider visiting my website, paulhutchings.net/GIFTS. If you want to learn more about the business that we started 6 years ago that I kind of referenced today in the video, the third button down from that website says Grow Residual Income. You can click on that button and check it out. But regardless of which button you click, which gift you select, you'll be subscribing to my email list, and I will do my best to teach you the best things that have helped me to create a life of freedom, where my time is disconnected from my money. I will do my best to serve you if you decide to follow along for the journey. So with that, I'm going to take a peek at the comments. Veronique says, I just posted the same in the group. We call it family. We know each other and we can ask any questions and get so much value from this family. This is indeed the place to be. So thank you so much, Veronique. And another confirmation there. Greg says, I have to leave. Have a great weekend. All right. You too, Gregory. Thanks for tuning in. Nick Romani says, credibility stems from putting people at ease and holding their hand and making them visualize what they can truly achieve and let them know what it will take to make it happen. Yeah, I think that's true. And another way to demonstrate credibility is to be consistent. If you have a vision and you say you're going to create content, be there. That demonstrates credibility. It demonstrates that you're serious. It demonstrates that you're not here today, gone tomorrow. You can also use other people's stories. So you can reference mentors like, hey, I'm working with such and such. And, his story is he went from living in a trailer house where now he's completely financially free. I'm learning from him. Now you're borrowing credibility from someone, again, without having to say, look how much money I'm making. You don't have to, that's another way to do it. So a lot of ways to demonstrate credibility other than just, flashing your income everywhere. Nick says, yes, relate to them and put yourself in their shoes of what their needs are. Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, that's really what we have to do. If we really want to help people, is find out where they're at on the journey. And, different people need different things at different stages of their journey. And so if you can pay attention to people and listen to them and try to understand like what they need next and teach that, that's a great way to provide value and help people wherever they're at. And people will tune into that. If you're sharing things that are helping them, they will tune in, they will follow. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend. I love you. I believe in you. I know you've got greatness within, and I hope you get out there, take action, go for your dreams today. And I'll be back Monday. All right. Take care. Bye for now.